He's faced killers, soldiers, and masterminds. But this time, something's different. The silence feels heavier, the air colder. Somewhere out there, someone is watching Reacher, not to run, but to hunt. Every shadow hides a clue. Every move he makes feels like it's already been predicted. And for the first time, Reacher might be walking into a fight he can't win. The road stretches endlessly before him, cracked asphalt, glowing under the pale light of dawn. Jack Reacher walks alone, his coat swaying with each measured step, eyes scanning the quiet world around him. It's been months since the chaos of his last mission. The scars have healed, but the memories linger. He's learned to live in silence again, away from noise, away from people. But deep down, he knows peace never lasts long in his world. In every small town, there's a secret waiting to be found, and Reacher has a talent for finding trouble where it hides. This time it starts with a whisper. A stranger in a diner mentions a name that makes the room go quiet. The name doesn't appear in newspapers, but it lives in military records, in old case files, and in the nightmares of men who should have never crossed paths with it. Reacher doesn't know it yet, but this name will lead him straight into the storm. There's a shift in the air, a feeling of being watched. He notices small things: a car parked too long on an empty road, the faint sound of a radio signal repeating the same phrase, the pattern of eyes that look away when he enters a room. These aren't coincidences. They're warnings. Someone is testing his patience or his limits. Reacher finishes his coffee, leaves a few dollars on the counter, and steps back into the cold. The camera follows his back as he walks away, blending into the horizon. The voiceover lowers, steady and calm. Every hero meets his match. And for Reacher, that moment is coming. Cut to black. A flicker of static, then a glimpse, a shadowy figure watching from afar, unseen. A voice whispers, "He doesn't know I'm coming." The calm before the storm has begun. Every storm has an eye, and in Reacher's world that eye now has a name. But this name isn't spoken out loud. It's whispered, as if saying it could summon the man himself. The few who know him don't call him a criminal. They call him a strategist. The kind of man who doesn't pull the trigger, he convinces others to do it for him. He's a ghost from Reacher's past. Someone buried deep within the classified walls of the military, erased from every database, but never forgotten by those who survived him. He was once a commander, sharp, disciplined, and utterly fearless. But power twisted him. When orders didn't align with his vision, he stopped following them. His methods were brutal, efficient, and always left a message. The army called it rogue behavior. He called it necessary. When the system turned on him, he vanished. No trail, no body, just silence. Until now his influence spreads like smoke, unseen, but choking everything it touches. Towns vanish from the map overnight. Former agents disappear without a trace. Every clue Reacher finds leads back to the same ghost, and yet nothing concrete remains. It's as if this man exists only in the spaces between facts, the kind of threat that doesn't fight you head-on, but dismantles everything around you until you have nothing left to stand on. Reacher knows the pattern, the precision, the patience. It's not about killing him, it's about breaking him first. That's what makes this enemy different. He doesn't want to defeat Reacher. He wants to unmake him. Piece by piece, the narration slows, the screen fades to a dim war room. Maps, pins, coded files, red strings connecting impossible links. A voice speaks softly, almost with admiration. Reacher, the perfect soldier, predictable, strong, but strength can be used against itself. A single photo slides across a metal table, Reacher's face. Circled in red, somewhere far from sight, the real game begins. The ultimate threat has arrived, and he's not after Reacher's life. He's after his legacy. Every move Reacher makes now feels heavier, not out of fear, but instinct. He can sense it, the pattern, the rhythm of being watched. The air hums differently when a predator enters the same territory. This isn't random. Every clue left behind, every dead end, every mysterious lead, all of it has been placed carefully, like breadcrumbs leading him somewhere he didn't choose to go. Reacher has seen traps before. He's broken out of ambush, faced men twice his size, and walked through fire to get justice. But this time, it's not about muscle, it's about calculation. His enemy isn't waiting behind a gun. He's waiting behind data, surveillance, and silence. Every phone call, every license plate, every old contact, watched, tracked, predicted. Reacher realizes this fight isn't physical yet. It's mental. He starts to dig deeper. He revisits old allies, contacts from his army days, each of them haunted by the same fear. They know the man he's after. They know what he's capable of. "You can't win this one, Jack," one of them says, voice trembling. But Reacher just stares, his jaw tight. "Everyone says that, until I do." The game begins to spiral. Reacher plants false trails, sends coded messages, changes his routes. But the enemy keeps adapting, almost like he's one step ahead, as if he knows how Reacher thinks. That's when it hits him. This isn't just a battle of wits. This man knows him, deeply, personally. Maybe from before. Maybe from something buried too far back to remember clearly. In a smoky motel room, Reacher pins a map to the wall. Red lines, arrows, notes, photographs. It looks like chaos, but to him, it's order. He studies the patterns, the timing, the motives. His voice in the dark. "He's not chasing me. He's guiding me." Lightning flashes outside. A figure stands in the rain across the street, unmoving, watching. The lights flicker. Reacher turns his head slowly, his eyes locked on the window. For the first time, it's not clear who found who. This isn't just a pursuit anymore. It's a collision course, two unstoppable forces drawn together by fate, by vengeance, by unfinished history. And when they finally meet, only one will walk away. The storm has finally broken. The hunt that began in whispers now roars in thunder. Reacher walks through a world that feels hollow, streets abandoned, lights flickering, every sound amplified by the weight of what's coming. He knows the final move is near. He's no longer chasing shadows. He's walking straight into one. The hunter and the hunted are about to share the same breath. He's traced every step, uncovered every lie, and now he stands where the trail ends, an old military compound, long forgotten by the world. Rusted fences, bullet holes, echoes of drills that stopped years ago. The perfect place for ghosts to meet. As Reacher pushes open the gate, the silence greets him. No guards, no movement. Just emptiness, and the faint hum of electricity somewhere deep inside. Then, a voice, calm, familiar, cutting through the air like a knife. "You finally made it, Jack." The sound comes from everywhere and nowhere. It's the voice of the man who's been in his head for weeks, maybe years. The man who turned strategy into warfare. The man who turned men into weapons. He steps into the dim light, older, sharper, eyes like steel. His smile isn't arrogance. It's certainty. He's been waiting. What follows isn't a conversation. It's a confession. The villain speaks of Reacher's past, missions covered up, orders twisted, choices that shaped them both. "You think you walk alone because you choose to," he says. "But I made sure you had no one left to walk with." The truth hits like a punch, harder than any fist. This enemy didn't just plan Reacher's fall. He designed it. Every loss, every silence, every road that led here, built by his hand. Reacher doesn't flinch. His eyes harden, jaw locked. "You talk too much." The man smirks. "And you still hit too slow." The screen cuts to black before the first punch lands, but the sound echoes, the clash of power. The war of equals. In the final frame. We see Reacher standing alone again, blood on his knuckles, breath heavy. The compound burns behind him, orange flames rising into the night sky. A radio crackles from the debris, replaying the villain's last words. "You can't stop what's coming next." Reacher looks out into the darkness, eyes unblinking. The storm may be over, but the war has just begun. Text fades in. Reacher Season 4, the ultimate threat has arrived.